Hey everyone, last week I ended up putting up SirAndroidTV 2 days later than I usually do because, well, you see, my arm here is kind of been. See, I had to put my arm in a makeshift sling made out of an old pair of pants. See, here's a pocket. I'm not sure if the camera can actually see that, but my arm has been injured. So, long story short, if you can get a chair with armrests, get the chair with armrests, because I have a problem with leaning my elbows forward on my desk, and what happens is I get a lot of pressure that goes up into the elbow into here, and a lot of pressure that goes into the arm around here. So basically, I have not been able to properly move or extend my left arm properly, so which kind of hampered me when it came to actually recording the episode. I wanted to spend another few days making sure that my arm was getting the proper rest that it needed, making sure that I wasn't moving it around too much. And I can move it around a lot better now. It's just that I still want to make sure that I hold it in one place just to make sure it properly heals. Nothing is broken. It's mainly just a lot of muscle issue in that arm. So last week, BioShock 2 actually got updated on Steam, and you might be wondering why I would bring up BioShock 2. That's BioShock Infinite is the most recent game. If you had BioShock 2 on Steam, that game just got updated last week. So now, if you had BioShock 2 off of Steam, you just got the Minerva's Den DLC for free. And the Minerva's Den DLC, as much as people did not care for BioShock 2, I loved BioShock 2 personally, but as much as people did not care for BioShock 2, the one thing that most people praised the most about it was the Minerva's Den DLC. So, a little funny story. The reason Minerva's Den had just now come out on Steam was because it was only available on Games for Windows Live, by which I mean for the PC version. And Games for Windows Live is shutting down, and the Games for Windows Live Marketplace shut down. So knowing that that shutdown was gonna happen, and I had BioShock 2 on PC, I went out, I bought Microsoft points, and I bought it off of Games for Windows Live, and then now last week it ends up that, hey, it's a free update on Steam now. So, shit, I just wasted Microsoft points. So, great for me. I finally finished Devil May Cry 3. One of the big things I wanted to do this year was actually get through the Devil May Cry trilogy, because when Devil May Cry the reboot came out, a lot of people were really up in arms of, oh my god, they changed so much, and a lot of people a lot of old fans really hated it. So I wanted to make sure that I went through all the Devil May Cry games before I got to the reboot. And I've beaten 1, I beat 2, and I just beat Devil May Cry 3, and now I've begun Devil May Cry 4, and once I get through that, I'm going to get through the reboot, and I want to do one of the shows, or at least a SirAndroidTV miniseries, or kind of like how I did the video game genre miniseries. One of the things I want to do is video game retrospectives, or basically my experience with an overall series. So basically my thoughts and feelings of playing through an overall series. I'm going to be doing that for Devil May Cry. Other ones I want to do are like Mortal Kombat, Pokemon. Right, speaking of Pokemon, my copy has not arrived yet. I've had it pre-ordered. I pre-ordered Pokemon Y. Mine has not arrived yet because I live in Canada, and it was Thanksgiving weekend, which means that since the game came out on a Saturday, mail doesn't get delivered on Saturday, and because it's a long weekend, mail doesn't get delivered on Monday here for that weekend. I miss Saturday, I miss Sunday, I miss Monday. I am now 3 days late, so my game arrives Tuesday, which will probably be today that I upload this video. So, great. I'm 3 days behind the rest of the world. So, by the time you see this video, I'm probably gonna be really into Pokemon Y, which is the version I pre-ordered because the bird looks more awesome than a freaking deer. Even though I think the other version of Mewtwo looks better, the other version of Charizard looks better, the mega versions. But yeah, by the time you see this video, I'll probably be really deep in the Pokemon, and I'll probably cut myself off from the rest of the outside world.